Folks, this has gone Spy. The Spy will come to you live for Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, the Sith Lords. And now, from the last episode, we managed to reach the reactor core and be able to turn the power back on. And that we managed to get the power to work in the control room. But in the process, we've accidentally turned the power on and the droid turrets and some droid tank, but luckily I was able to be 2 steps ahead of it by playing some mines on it, hence being it destroyed easily in a snap. Very luckily, I really do not want to have to go tango with it. Alright, so right now, the shuttle bay hangar door is already opened, and now nothing's stopping us from getting to the polar region. Hold on, T3, Ebon Hawk, we're coming. I just hope it's actually there. Taking the shuttle to the Shuda and Mesa in the Telos polar region.
Statement. We have arrived too late. The target has invaded us.
More HK-50 protocols.
Observation. They have likely escaped aboard the orbital shuttle that has been docked here. The bay control computer likely will have a record of their departure. Query. Have you discovered anything about the shuttle's course? Answer. I have managed to track the shuttle's movement across the shield network. However, the shield network does not stretch over the polar region, which was the shuttle's apparent destination. Statement. Dispatch a unit to the polar region with the last known coordinates and approximate path of the shuttle. They will not escape us again.
So there's to know where we're going to be heading. And already they've been waiting for us. I didn't know that weapon could be used as a rocket launcher. Oh shit, this is going to hurt like hell. I'm getting really sick of tired of being shut down and crashing on different occasions.
Irritated declaration. There you are. It has been extremely difficult to track you down, Jedi. Quick clarification. But now that we have found you, we hope that we can facilitate communications. Unnecessary addendum. And put an end to hostilities.
Is there any reason why you, droid crankers, have decided to shut down my vessel?
Unnecessary clarification. We merely wish to cripple your vessel. Once we tracked your coordinates, we were able to deploy several droids in this location. Probing query. We are, however, curious as to why you chose to come to the remnants of the polar Telos irrigation system. There is nothing here that our instruments can detect. Eager threat. But we are looking forward to extracting your motives for coming here when we place you in torture restraints.
That's not going to happen. I've already destroyed one of you guys back at Paragus. And what exactly are you assassin droids even doing here in the first place? Are you the bounty hunters like the one from Paragus?
Self-evident answer. Wherever you try to run, we will be there, armed and ready. Rhetorical query. So the query you have posed to us is one we put to you. What are you doing here, we wonder?
Just how exactly many are you anyway?
unnecessary threat. And our attack protocols are more than a match for you and your allies.
Destroying you guys was one of you guys was easy back at Pragus. Wiping out the three of you might actually cost me a break of sweat.
You say the word.
I'm going to need to be a little bit aggressive with these bastards. Kreia. They actually did make a break me a sweat here. 1 HK was bad enough, but 3 more of them.
I hear you.
HK control cluster, just something of what I've been looking for. Bao-Dur? I almost forgot about him. Oh no. Bao-Dur looks unconscious. It's by the explosion. If we can be able to find refuge, then he should be able to recover with time. Here. There. That may be the location where we can be able to see if there's anyone home. And then if the room of the area is secure, then maybe that we can bring Bao-Dur out here and bring him inside. No wonder the instruments on TSF thinks that there's nothing here. Look around us. There's nothing in here but a frozen wasteland. We need to be careful when we go in here. Alright, this is it. Oh no. Doors are closed.
Lay down your weapons, and you shall not be harmed.
You're the one that stole my ship and my droid. Who are you?
I will not warn you again. Drop your weapons, or we shall take them from you.
Do as they say. I sense we will come to no harm.
Very well. I deny I'd come here to do battle anyway, and we do need answers. We'll play along for now.
Why is it that everywhere we go, I end up in a cell? I mean, why did they lock us up? What is this place?
It is a training ground for Jedi.
What? This ice hole?
Yes, it bears the semblance of an academy.
This place is a Jedi Academy.
You've got to be joking. What is a Jedi Academy doing out here in the middle of nowhere?
It is a place hidden from the galaxy like the academy on Dantooine. But this place... Oh, Atris, you have to...
Atris?
Atris?
It's none of your concern.
Well, the sooner we're out of here, the better. 2 crazy Jedi are more than enough for me. No one told me we were going to be dumped in a nest of Jedi.
Thank you for the vote of confidence.
It causes you such fear.
What do you mean?
Huh?
We're in the middle of a bunch of Jedi. You know how they are.
No, I do not. Not in the way you seem to.
What? What are you doing? Get out of my head!
Stop struggling. Let me follow the current. Deep to its source.
Stop! Stop! Ah!
Ah, with the fear is mingled guilt. It squirms in you like a worm. And the why? Ah, and there is its heart. You surprise me. I could not feel it before. Your feelings are a powerful shield indeed. Do not worry, Atten.
What?
If he is a Jedi, he will forgive. And
What
if
did
he
she
is
discover
not,
about this
he
man?
will not care.
You can't tell him, please. I'm
Can't
asking
tell me
you.
what.
I don't want him to...
Think less of you. I hardly think that's possible. Still, there is no shame in what you ask. We all wage war with the past, and it leaves its scars. I will not speak of yours, Atten, but there is a price for such things.
What? What price?
There are those who wage war, and those who follow them. You are a cruel thing, murderer, but you
Murderer?
You know how important this man we travel with is. Even one such as you can feel it. You will serve him until I release you.
And if I refuse?
You will not. If you do, then my silence will be broken. And then, Atten, you will be broken. You fear the Jedi, and rightly so. If Atris learns of your choices, you will never leave this place. But whatever fear you hold of the Jedi, know that if you disobey me, that my punishment will make you beg for the death that has long hounded you. Wipe the fear from your mind. You will not find blind obedience a difficult master. You chose it once. You will learn to embrace it again.
I don't know how you became such a manipulative witch, but why a vicious old scowl like yourself would even bother with me is a bigger mystery.
No game of the Jarek can be won without pawns, and this may prove to be a very long game. You are a slippery one. Your thoughts difficult for even one such as I to read. I suspect the self-loathing that squirms within you gives you a curious strength. Your spirit, as diseased as it is, refuses to allow you to give up, no matter what threats you face, whatever wreckage you leave behind you. I feel you have crossed our path for a reason. Perhaps even you, at the right moment, may be able to turn aside disaster. If so, your potential is not yet spent.
Fine. I'll be your pawn. But I still think you've got the wrong man.
Perhaps. But someone has to fly the ship. And
She
the
has a
Force
point.
is a hard thing to predict. You have crossed our path for a reason. Our path brought us here for a reason. And now I know why. The past is here, and it must be met before the future can be set in motion.
Jedi speak. Care to explain?
No, I've wasted enough time with you. Sleep, murderer, and be silent.
Now I'm more interested in N from what Krega mentions. Alright, Seems to me that they're okay. Atris. I wonder who she is. You? So you're Atreus?
I did not expect to see you again after the day of your sentencing. I thought you had taken the exile's path, wandering the galaxy. Yet you have returned. Why?
Oh, believe me, Jedi Master Atreus, I have wandered the galaxy for nearly 10 years, even during the Jedi Civil War. But first, I want something. I want you to tell me what you have done with my friends first.
Your concern is noted. Your friends have not been harmed. They have been detained for their safety. I find it unusual that you are traveling with others again. I had thought you had forsaken the company of others after the war. Or is that why you are here?
Listen, Atreus. It was not my intention to even come here, Atreus, nor to see you again.
Yet here you are. Perhaps you do not know yourself as well as you think. Regardless, your arrival here begs an explanation. Have you come to face the judgment of the Council, as you did so many years ago? Are you finally willing to admit that we were right to cast you out?
Refresh my memory. Why exactly did the Jedi Council cast me out and stole my Force and disturb my lightsaber and my Jedi title for a reason? Why exactly is that?
Why? Because you turned your back on us. And the Order. You followed Revan to war against the Mandalorians. The very war that made Revan a Lord of the Sith and ruined you.
But the Republic, I did so the Republic's sake, not Revan's. I could not stand by and allow the innocents to die in the Outer Rim, Atreus. Standing and walling to meditate on matters is not going to do shit, but to allow chaos to continue on the galaxy and the Mandalorian Wars. The Republic needed help.
So you said, so long ago. I didn't believe it then, and I don't believe it now. You sought adventure. You hungered for battle. You could not wait to follow Revan to war. The Jedi Order asked only for time to examine the Mandalorian threat. They urged caution, patience, and you defied them. So when you returned, you were brought before us. You were a Jedi no longer, and so you were exiled.
I also recall that you wished me imprisoned, or worse.
There was much about that day that was difficult to forget. Your words, your defiance, and when you stabbed your lightsaber into the center stone. I had kept it, so I would never forget.
That's my lightsaber!
Indeed. A lightsaber is the mark of a Jedi. When you turned your back on the Order, it was not yours anymore. I have always kept it, as a reminder of what can happen when your passions dictate your actions. I have kept it, so I would never forget your arrogance or your insult to the Order.
I wish to earn the right to carry my lightsaber back.
Become a Jedi again? That is a thing far out of reach, but I am not unsympathetic to your feelings. Leaving the Order must have been difficult for you.
You have
Yet you
no
gave the
idea?
Council no other choice. You gave me no other choice.
I have no other choice but to go to war. I went to war to protect others, not for battle as you so rightly wrong about that. If I had not went to war, then the Mandalorians would have conquered the galaxy, and every single one of us would be speaking Mandalorian. I went to war to protect others, not for battle, as you would think I did.
So your choice was to meet the aggression of the Mandalorians with more aggression. That is not the Jedi way.
And the Council's way is to what? To meet aggression with surrender? And to let the people to be massacred? Or to let the galaxy to be fallen to ruin by the Mandalorians' ways? To allow people to be speaking Mandalorian? I'd take that choice any day in the week.
Every choice we make, whether we know it or not, sends echoes through the Force. It can awaken feelings, ignite passions, hate, anger, fear. where none existed before. By meeting aggression, by serving as an opponent against which the Mandalorians could test themselves, you fed their hate, their lust for war, and it sent a terrible echo through you. And because of it, you and those Jedi who met them on the battlefield lost their way, and you turned on us.
Were you not even tempted to help the innocent of the people, the innocent of the galaxy, across the galaxy, even to the Republic?
Of course I was. But the Jedi teachings require we examine how we may best help them. Action without reflection is not our way.
So you're going to be content to let the Outer Rim die, all for the sake of teachings of the Jedi Order? Tell that to the millions of the innocent of the people, including the Jedi, along with the Republic soldiers that died in that war. Lives we could have saved if the Jedi had acted earlier instead of meditate on how they should acted upon.
There was no guarantee that marching to war would have saved the Outer Rim. In fact, quite the opposite.
If we had not fought back, the Republic would have fallen, and the Jedi Order would have not been existed to this point. That is real fact.
A physical victory perhaps, but the real victory lay in...
And how many more people would have died if the Mandalorians had not been stopped? Or how many Jedi would have fallen even more so?
You do not know...
If the Mandalorians had won, would the Jedi have fought then? Or would they simply continue to meditate on a daily basis on 24/7, asking for coffee or books or teachings to teach or to meditate until the cows come home?
How dare you? The Mandalorian Wars should have been your grave, and Malachor 5 is where you should have died.
I have done thee no harm, Jedi Master Atris, despite your hatred towards me. I did nothing to you, and yet for some reason you hate me so. I can feel it in that tone of yours. Why?
You see shadows where there are none, and hate where there is none. You are blind, as always. I tire of fighting with you. You lust for war, and you always will, and you have succeeded in distracting me from my questions. So answer me. If you cannot seem to admit the Council was correct, then why are you here?
I'm here because one of your hooded clones, female bitches, stole my ship and my droid. I'm here to take it back so that I can be able to leave Telos.
Your ship? Ah, the Ebon Hall. It is not your ship.
Bullshit.
Unless you're admitting to the destruction of the Paragus mining facility.
You knew about that, huh? Of course. Listen, you were not there when the Paragus was destroyed. Its destruction was necessary?
Necessary? The destruction of Paragus was necessary? You have not changed. Acting instead of thinking. Putting yourself before the galaxy, before the Jedi. Do you know what you have done?
I've learned that the Telos has derived much of its resources from Paragus. I know I have put Telos in jeopardy, and that I will take it to my grave of my guilt for the rest of my life. But I had no other choice. You were not there when that happened.
No, your crime is much more than that. Without the fuel from Paragus, Citadel Station cannot maintain its orbit. It will crash into the planet, and its destruction will echo across 20 other worlds.
Wait. There's more to it than the resurrection of Telos, isn't it? Why is Telos so important?
Telos was a test to see if the Republic could mount a restoration effort on the Outer Rim. When it fails, the Republic will not finance another. The other Rim worlds, devastated by the Sith, will remain graveyard worlds, devoid of life. And that is the magnitude of your crime.
Yeah, well, it's almost as bad as the Jedi letting the Outer Rim die during the Mandalorian Wars.
So you still hold to your flawed convictions. If you think to anger me, you are wrong. How is it that you are not content to confine your ruin to yourself? You must spread it to others wherever you go. Ruin yourself with your actions if you will. But when your actions bring harm to others, then you must answer for it.
I have answer for it. I have answer for my actions for the past 10 freaking years, lady. So I get blamed for the actions of the Sith. The Sith is really the one that's destroyed progress, not me,
Sith? What do you mean?
as I thought. You sit in this wasteland of you call home of a snowy winter fall of Ragnarok, and you lecture me of my actions. You're a hypocrite. And so much so you don't even know what's going on in the galaxy than what you have been. Perhaps you've been listening to the news, you being less meditating and more learning about what's been going on. During for the past 5 years after the Jedi Civil War had came to an end for some reason, 4 years ago, the Sith have returned and they are hunting Jedi to extinction, Tatooine, Coruscant, and any other worlds.
You speak truly. You have encountered the Sith. I can feel the scars on you. Tell me, where did you encounter them?
They came to me on Paragus to kill me.
Paragus? What would they want there? They can't have been looking for you.
According to one of my companions, my new teacher, they are indeed looking for me. The Sith believed me to be the last of the Jedi.
You? If they thought you were Jedi, the teachings of the Sith blind them indeed. I am the last Jedi, not you. You betrayed our teachings, our beliefs, the very core of the Jedi Order. If these Sith attacked you, they will soon realize their mistake. And if you escaped, they most likely let you go to see if you would leave them here.
Then you're going to need help to be able to go up against the Sith and to help the Republic. If so, then I offer you my help, and you'll need it.
You offer your aid after turning your back on me, on the Council. The Jedi is not something you embrace out of fear. The commitment is stronger than that, something you never seem to understand.
No, I understand plenty. As you already spoken, I have went to the Mandalorian Wars, and since then I understood war, and I know how wars can be fought, and I know how wars can be won, and that's who you need.
Perhaps. But if you help me, it cannot be done from here. There are others in the galaxy who may help us against a Sith threat. If you can find them, gain their trust, perhaps our defenses shall be stronger for it. Take your ship, seek them out. If you find them, encourage them to gather on Dantooine. From there we can call a council and see what can be done.
I will see what I can do. If there's anybody, I will gather what help I can and assemble them on Dantooine and see if there's any Jedi Masters of the Jedi Councils that are still alive. You and I have our differences. You hate me of my actions with reason. And because of my actions, what I did in the Mandalorian Wars, I will not blame you for it. I haven't done anything good in my life during the years of my exile, as you already know. And if I had to choose which choice I had to do on that day when the Republic asked the Jedi for help and assistance, I honestly would have had to try to go to war, to help others, to protect them, and as for my intentions, I never hunger for war, but war is an ugly thing. I've learned that when I was in the Mandalorian Wars. You and I need to work together to be able to stand against the Sith to help the Republic, and we'll do so when I seek the Jedi Masters or any other Jedi in the known worlds where they could be at, and I will summon them on Dantooine. This I promise you. I give you my word of the man I used to be.
Then I shall send you on your way. It is now time for you to depart.
We shall remove him, mistress. Come with us.
The exile brought up feelings best left forgotten.
Forgive me, mistress, but I must ask. The exile. I've never seen another affect you so strongly. Did you care for him once?
The Jedi have no such attachments. As always, he will do as he wills. And the galaxy, and the feelings of others, can burn for all he cares. The day we judged him, I stood in the chamber, and he was so right. He was so certain of it, I doubted myself. He chose Revan over the Jedi, over the Council, over... But now I am tired. I must meditate.
Of course, mistress. I will tell the others you are not to be disturbed. And please, do not exhaust yourself. We can attend to matters here.
This Jedi Master Atris must be the first teacher that taught the exile of the ways of the Jedi. And it must have been something to her a long time ago. It's clear that she felt betrayed by my actions or the exile's actions. Alright folks, I'm going to need to put a stop to here to after these messages, folks. So this has gone Spy the Spy, sign off for now, and we'll be right back after these messages. And remember, the Force is within us all.